Hey everybody, it's good to be here. And the reason why I'm here today, like most speakers are on this program, is to share my philosophy with all of you. My philosophy in mind, I don't approve of social hierarchy and I disapprove strongly of societal labels. I believe, like most people, that societal labels are a way to perfectly describe ourselves as people in the world that we know it as today because our backgrounds, our histories, and our personal lives are sort of like TLDRs. Too long to comprehend, too much information to understand, so I can perfectly understand why we would use societal labels to describe people. But I believe society's labels are somewhat depressing. I believe so because I think it is the position of societal labels to describe a person or a group of people on the outside and the inside with just merely one or two words. And even those amount of words is enough to get the basic idea of a person or their group. Say you have one group of people and society describes them as this or that, and you have another group of people, society describes them the other way. That's not equality. We say we're for equality, but really, it's society that drives us apart. Speaking of which, this is where my disapproval of the social hierarchy comes in. I say this all the time. In social hierarchy, there is no true equality. Why? Because it's common sense. In social hierarchy, there is only inferiority and superiority. There's always one group of individuals that claim to be better than the others. We have the top, middle, and bottom. In other words, rankings of groups of people based on who they are, what they do, or how they contribute to society in some form. Say, for example, the rich people at the top, right? And the poor people at the bottom, the very bottom, based on their income, based on who they are. And to say we stand for equality when really we don't. And that's kind of sad. It truly is. And to say we have things like Darwinism and the belief of evolution and the ideas of natural selection, it's all these three components that what make up social hierarchy and why things are the way they are today and the way things have been, things they are today, things they always will be. That's why. This is why. I bet this is why some people believe in God. Because evolution makes no sense, and neither does natural selection. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Natural selection makes no sense to me at all. I don't think it does to anyone at all either. Think about it for 1 second. Does natural selection make sense to any of you? I'm positive it does it now because times have changed. I like to think times have changed and not for the better. Now I get it, I appear pessimistic at times, but this time I'm not. I'm just telling you the truth. For those of you who don't know what natural selection is, I'll simplify it for you. Natural selection is the final stage of evolution that forms the human mindset. Say, for example, one group of people in one hand and another group of people in the other. They are different in every way imaginable. One is stronger and the other one is weaker. One is smarter and the other one isn't. One has blonde hair and blue eyes. This is where we got the Aryan race from. One has darker hair and brown eyes. Are they really equal as we say they are? I don't think they are. This is where we got scientific racism from. It's sad. To wrap this whole ordeal up, not only did this form the human mindset, but it also formed the black and white mindset. You always have to pick a side and one side only. You have to choose between black and white. You always have to choose hot and cold. You always have to choose high and low. There's always so many choices you make in life that stress you out because, as we all know, there's a consequence for each choice you make. There's a consequence you choose for one side, and there's a consequence for the other side. What are we doing if we're facing consequences for making choices on either side of the coin? This is the black and white mindset. This is where we got it all from. We got it from social hierarchy, we got it from societal labels, we got it from natural selection, and we got all of those from evolution. I know people love to believe in science more than God because of how reliable it is, but really, listen to morals. Morals do away with science.